Trending is brought to you by the Bahamas Adventist Book and Nutrition Center, located on Tonic Williams Starling Highway.
Hey there, and welcome to Young and Trending here on Word SBC 88.3 FM, where we aim to be bold, be true, and be heard. I'm Pastor Nasser.
And I'm Tyler.
And today, guys, we got some special guests in the building. All the way, I should say it, all the way from Tennessee. Man, can you believe it? You don't think we only have local guests, eh?
No,
man,
we
big
international.
time. International. That's right. And so today we have some special guests. I heard about them coming into town, and I was like, we got to bring them on the show because what they have to offer is beneficial for all of our listeners. And so we want to give them an opportunity to introduce themselves. So please introduce yourselves to our audience.
Well, I'm so glad to be here on 88.3 FM, The Word.
That's right.
My name is Hollis Stewart, and I'm from Inspired by God Ministry, and I'm here with my wife.
Hey.
Hello, I'm Shantoya Stewart.
Hey.
And we are so excited to be here, actually, to be in this beautiful island of Bahamas.
Yes.
Amazing. Amazing.
Awesome. I'm so glad to have you guys in the building. And as you just mentioned, they are from a ministry called Inspired by God. Tell us what inspired, because to hear inspired by God can mean so many things to so many people. What is Inspired by God Ministries?
Inspired by God Ministry is a, let's say it's a faith-based health ministry.
Okay.
And we try to educate people back to health. You see, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. And so we try to educate people back to health. And I know your audience cater to young and the not so young.
Young
So
at
they-
heart.
Yes.
The young and the young at heart. Actually, that's why we started the ministry, and actually God inspired us to start this ministry that we could be able to be a benefit to God people in these days where we could be able to, everybody's looking to health. And the young people are more into health.
Yes.
So we try to
And fitness.
help these people, help the young ones, let them to know the right steps, because sometimes they don't have somebody to educate them how to make the proper steps. Sometimes you would jump from A all the way to Z, but you're forgetting the B's and C's, and we
Right.
try to
Right,
be
right.
able to show them the B's and C's when it comes to restoring health and being healthy.
Okay. Man, that's awesome, And one of the things that I find is a lot of people struggle with making health practical. Right? Like, because it's one thing to say, I want to be healthy. I always had a dream that, I'm going to be older, but strong and fit. But then it's like, as the years go on and, the fast food tasting so good and, it's so convenient to go to the microwave
Right.
and then I tired after working, so to go and do something
fast,
else.
Everything is fast.
Or like he said, like jumping from A to Z, January come around, you're like, okay, this is my New Year's resolution.
Right.
I'm going to be in the gym every day. And you make these huge
Bruh.
leaps and goals for yourself. And like, what about the little steps or like the little things you can incorporate into your everyday life, like to help you work towards that?
So I'm interested then. Were you guys always like, boom, you guys came out of the
Healthy.
womb and you were just healthy, like, boom, I'm going to be healthy for the rest of my life?
Right.
Or did you guys had to stumble into it, or did it come in a dream? Like, how do you guys even get into the whole health ministry in the first place?
Well, I think, God, in every step in life, you're able to look back and see how God sort of led you from the beginning. Like, oh, I really like those things. Oh, I like doing those kind of things. But
Right.
we've been in the church for 15 years. Neither one of us were like first or second, or this is the first generation of Adventists, right? So we
pedigree.
yes, right. But we were not really into healthy things. Like, I'm from Texas.
Hey,
I'm
say
from
everything
the
big in
South.
Texas.
Barbecue.
Mercy.
Sweet potatoes,
Oh my God.
sugar yams, all
Hungry
the
now.
all the
I'm telling you,
fried
love it.
fish, everything. But I knew that what I was seeing was not the healthiest, right? And so as we came into the church, we learned more about the fact that we have a God and he cares about our health as much as he does everything else in our life, that it's a whole holistic thing that God is trying to introduce to each one of us. And so when we learn that, we grasp hold of that. And it's like, wait, there's so many people that are sick with so much. Everywhere we go, there's people that are sick, and it's just because, like my husband said, the Bible says we perish for a lack of knowledge. So that was sort of what got us on the journey of learning more, you know, to share with everybody and to educate as much as we can, because it, you know, these are God's creation, you know, and he wants us to be in whole health, mental, spiritual, physical. He wants us to be completely in whole health, you know, as the Word of God tells us.
But also, let me give you all some insights. I'm originally from Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay.
And I came to America to do pre-med. I was into medicine. I was into the hospital system. But the idea, you know, we tried to, when we started this ministry, we tried to, there's Bible principles, but there's also scientific principles that are very important as well. And if you could incorporate them in together,
right,
you could be way ahead. And so, you know, like this audience that we're talking here, they might not be all on, say, the God way. They might be on another way. But everybody, if it's one thing, everybody designed to be in health. Everybody's designed to be in health. So how can we help them to be in health? To be in health, this is the reason why I think why we're on the word today. That's why we're on 88.3.
88.3. That's right. That's right.
It's to educate the people and be able to know. Because listen to me, right now there's a statistics is showing that 1 in 3 individuals have diabetes. 1 in 4 will have high blood pressure.
That's high.
Ooh,
Okay, so and I'm telling you, it's very high.
high.
Actually, even right now, 1 in 8 is gonna have cancer, and actually, 1 is almost coming a 1-to-1 chance that you will have some form of brain cancer. The young children into the electronics, the phones and stuff. So there's a lot of things that
Screens
are
and-
coming on. Okay, but let me show you something. But
Those statistics are coming down close to home.
and they come down to close to homes. But what I'm saying here is that there's things that if this radio station and how you come on here, that you'll be able to help these people to make that resolution and to keep it, to
Right.
be able to use some things that they might hear today or they might want to know about that can bring them to make better decisions or to fulfill their goals and desire. I think that's the reason why we're going to be here today and to be able to share that to the people of Bahamas.
yes. So, sorry, you were going to say
No.
something?
I'll go ahead.
Okay. So something that you mentioned that I thought was very interesting off air. You talked about y'all are on the road a lot. And the word that came to mind that I maybe was mentioned before is you guys are missionaries. And before we get into really, helping us out, I wanted to know from a young person's perspective, what does that look like? How does because I know a lot of people, their passion, they do it like in a podcast style, like me and Manasseh, or on the internet. But you guys actually go and you travel to people.
Yeah.
What is that like? Or like, how does your ministry work?
Okay. So let me. All right. Yes, we are missionaries. Actually, we are somewhat called to be medical missionaries.
Okay. We've heard that before.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
All right. So what we do, my wife said, we travel a lot. So we go to India, Africa, the Caribbeans, and Europe. So we actually right now we're in the Bahamas trying to help people as much as we can.
Right, right.
Trying to be like, just be practical and try to help people how to overcome certain diseases, lifestyle diseases that, as you're talking about, people are overweight, people are sick, people have diabetes, some people have high blood pressure, some
Right.
people
Right.
have different things. And as you said, when you apply the principles that we know when it comes to biblical principles and the principles that we know come to the scientific or health principles, if you could put that together and help people to understand what they came away from and how they could get back to and enable to be better, this is what we're trying to help. And that's why people want to know these things and we would like to share with them.
So usually we do it in different forms. Every place we go, it may not be the same.
Okay.
You know, so some places we go and we actually have classes.
Okay.
And we educate the church, but it could be the community at large. You know,
Okay.
you know, with different health topics like cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure. You know, different things that people are dealing with that are like, okay, we're meeting home. This is something that my family member is struggling with. So
Right.
we do that, but we also. have detox programs as well.
Okay.
And so the detox program sort of work to where we bring people in for a couple of days and they're juicing, and while they're juicing, they're educating, and they're getting this whole program of exercising. And so we call it the Jumpstart 3-day Jumpstart detox program. So it helps people to understand, these are the basic things you can start, because like you said earlier, you can do a New Year's resolution, but it really is a lifestyle change.
Right,
Okay.
right,
And so
right.
that's where we're trying to help people to understand that, okay, yes, you might do this and you're going to go on your diet, but your diet after you're done and you see all those things that you used
My
to
Lord.
do,
Oh.
that diet went washed down the drain, right?
Oh, Father, forgive us.
So we try to educate people with better natural habits that will bring them into whole health. So we do the classes, we do the detox programs, we do different presentations at church, at people's homes, wherever it is that we can find a way to minister to people is
Right.
what we do. So and we make products too.
Oh, yeah?
Okay,
Come
okay.
on,
Speak
man.
on it, speak on
yes,
it.
Yes.
Let us know.
Let us know. Let the people know.
Yes. So we do make different herbal products.
Okay, okay.
Simple things that come from God's creation.
Okay.
We make hair products and things like that, body care products.
okay.
So we do have. Wait.
I was say, I know you can help me out, a little far gone, but
We'll have to talk about
No,
that.
they let
after.
the pray
Yeah,
on that.
After the show.
much prayer and fasting. But okay.
Oh boy, but
Okay.
yes, so we try in whatever way that we can, whatever way, and that's the reason why we're called Inspired by God,
Inspired
because
by
whatever way that God inspires us to be able to minister to people, even being a missionary, we're medical missionaries, but that doesn't mean that we just focus on people's health. Yes, we do. If you have an ailment, my concern is to say, like, what is it that I can do to minister to your needs? But it might be going and taking my neighbor some food.
Okay.
It might be saying, okay, you're not going to be there. I'm going to feed your animals for you. Whatever way
Right.
we can be a missionary.
Right,
Okay.
right, yes.
Right. So it opens that avenue to say, okay, fine, I might be having a full-time job and I might do this, but what can I do to minister to any and
Wow.
everybody that comes in my,
Yes.
Wow.
my circle, because I'm supposed to be a reflection of Christ to
Exactly.
everyone I
Because
come in
ministry is
contact
a
with.
lifestyle.
That's
It is. It is.
Yes.
It is.
It is.
And it's so fascinating to me that we have real live ministries in 2024.
Missionaries. That's what you
yeah,
wanted to say.
missionaries. That's right. Real live missionaries, because you
Or
hear,
in the sense of that word.
in the actual sense of going like beyond your locale,
Yeah.
and like you hear about it so often, but then now to see it in the flesh, like trust me, it's amazing to see.
But I want to make sure at this part here,
Oh, go ahead, sure.
I know Bahamas is ripe.
I know too.
Bahamas, there are people here that I've met so far that could be, even you all could be just the same as we are.
Okay.
As missionaries going to another land or going
Okay.
even to your land.
Yeah.
And this is something that
There's help everywhere
there,
that's needed.
there's a
Yes.
need everywhere. Right now,
Yes.
the percentage of people who are getting sicker and sicker is increasing. And so we need people, they need more missionaries.
They need
God
more.
need more people on the field.
Our listeners, you out there, this could be God speaking to you right
Amen.
now.
Could be a
Amen.
call.
This could be your call to
Yes.
get up out of that rut, because that's not where God has called you.
Yeah.
And to go and, oh man, thank you for coming and bringing that heavenly word
Yes.
for someone who's listening today.
But I was just going to say, because, being a missionary, it teaches you more. It teaches you to look upon the things of others and not focusing on what I got this
Okay.
is mine, I need to, you know what I'm saying? It really teaches us to be our brother's keeper. So it's a huge calling, because
Right.
it allows for us, it helps us to die to self. Like,
Right.
we always say when we're ministering to someone and God is looking down and he sees this person that we're working with that's sick, he sees 2 sick people. He doesn't see just that
Yes.
person
Wow.
in that bed
Uh-huh.
because that could be me. That
Right,
could be, you know
right.
what I'm saying? So being able to minister to an individual in that way, it really helps us to be able to say, okay, this is not about me, Lord. You are working in me to minister to someone else, you know. So it's pretty awesome.
That's amazing. That's amazing how you guys put that. And I just can't help thinking, because something you said earlier, people want to be healthy, but yet a lot of people struggle.
Yes.
Do you guys have any stories of perhaps the people that you worked with and they had that struggle, but then through your help, inspired by ministry, by God Ministries, they were able to make that change, something turned around? You have any stories you could share? You don't got to share the name, but something.
Well, I can share with myself. Okay.
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 Tell us. Yeah.
I used to be
Yes.
I used to be overweight.
Really?
Yes.
I
What do you
would
call
never say that.
overweight?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Caribbean context, overweight.
All right.
Nice and solid. You still ain't overweight, so you gotta
Okay, all right.
qualify that.
And you know,
I would say I used to be overweight.
Right,
You?
but let me go with idea.
Okay, tell us.
I
So-
was truly overweight.
Okay.
But-
Overweight have to do with your BMI, your
Okay,
height,
That's true.
And your body mass index.
That's
your,
true.
your body mass index, so your height and your weight. Okay, and so a lot of people is of the opinion that the bigger you are, the more healthier you are. So if that is true, then if you're 600 pounds or 800 pounds, then you should be at the top of your health.
Pinnacle of health.
Pinnacle of health. So it has nothing to do with your weight. Okay.
Okay. Got
So you have
you.
to be with the body mass index. Okay. So if you need to know your body mass index, you divide, multiply. Actually, it's just a formula for it anyway. You could just download the app BMI and you just calculate your weight by your height. And there's a formula 0.2. Anyway, and you calculate it.
Look it up.
Look it up.
Yeah. They got that. Yeah.
Anyway.
Google
Right.
it.
So once you know where you at when it comes to your BMI, if you are above normal or obese, then there's things that you need to do. As you talk about the resolution, you need to have a plan what you're gonna do over go to the gym or whatever. But anyway, talk about me. Let's get back to me being overweight.
Right.
All right. So my case in starting, because I used to, when I came from the Caribbean, I came to America and end up following the standard American diet. My wife,
Sad.
she talk about eating barbecues and
Hey.
eating all the time, morning, noon, and night,
My
and
lord.
Snacking in between.
and snack in between, and everything that we think that is thing to do. Okay,
Right.
but it's not. It increases your chance for diabetes, it increases your chance for high blood pressure, increases your chance for everything. But anyway, so I had these problems when it comes to starting to see some of these problems. And after learning certain things, because I was not always in the church, as my wife told you.
Okay.
And so when we came in and adopted certain principles, certain lifestyles, certain dietary choices,
Right.
the end you start to see some benefits, some changes in your body,
Okay.
some more health, more
feel
energy,
it.
and you know what I mean, and be able to do a little bit more. So that was my personal test by following some of the stuff that the guidelines that we all know.
Okay.
It's just to apply.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Good.
Right.
Good.
You want to
And
talk about
she looking like, oh, there was something there, boy. Really?
but we could talk about different health.
Go ahead, bud. Go ahead. The people need to know.
Let me give you some idea. We have some
What
different
about the brother that
Yes.
we just...
yes.
Okay.
So we have different health guests that we deal with.
Okay.
When we go to different places, we sometimes we are called to come,
Right.
and when we are there, we tend to meet other people,
Right.
and we do consultations and stuff like that. But anyway, so we had a health guest that had.
The brother in India.
Well, you want me to do that one? The brother in India. All right. We had a pastor, Seventh-day Adventist pastor from India that had kidney disease. He actually
Kidney failure.
Kidney failure. He was supposed to lose his 2 kidneys. Actually, his kidneys were shrunken so much that
Wow.
he was supposed to go on
And
dialysis.
heart disease.
Yeah, and heart disease. And so
And diabetes.
and diabetes.
Oh,
So
all three.
all the
All three.
comorbidities.
Yes.
anyway,
Everything.
but after coming to when we went there, he came to our program there, and he decided to stay on for 2 weeks. And we were working with him, and after working with him for the 2 weeks, his burion creatinine, that's his kidney creatinine function, because that's a measure of how good the kidney is working.
Okay.
It started to increase. So
There you go.
Well, actually it started to decrease. It's better to say
Oh,
decrease.
okay.
Okay, so it started to get more and more healthier.
Okay.
His blood pressure started to go down. His diabetes went away.
Gone.
In 2 weeks.
Gone. Yes, because
Gone.
in India, it's common not to eat healthy live food, raw foods,
They have a lot of
curries.
Hindus,
There's more,
so they eat a lot of plant-based foods there. It's
a lot of plant-based food, but it's all cooked. Okay.
Not like
okay.
raw.
Not like
Okay.
raw.
Okay.
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 And so we put them on a as my wife talked about the juicing program, a lot of healthy juices, a lot of treatments when it comes to the kidneys and stuff. And but anyway, long and short of it, after that 2 weeks period, that brother
2
went
weeks.
back to the hospital.
What do you remember? What was the how much percentage of
His kidney
kidneys?
function was under 15%.
Okay.
So when you have a kidney function under 50%, you're supposed
One dialysis.
You
Dialysis.
dialysis.
All right.
He was
Right.
supposed to. I think he came.
because
so
he
he
heard
came, but he was supposed to go to.
the nephrologist, the doctor.
Yes, he was supposed to go and get on kidney dialysis
Uh-huh.
2 days later.
Wow.
and end up not going and
At
end
all.
up and then
Yeah.
after the whole
Wow.
program he went back and his kidney function increased over 50%. It was
Wow.
2 weeks.
In 2
you see,
weeks.
in 2 weeks, God is amazing because, as I said, God is a healer and not man.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
but we only you try to show people that there's things that God has made readily available that is really good to help the body restore back to health. You know, remember in the Bible it talks about the tree of life was
Genesis 1:29.
supposed to be picked for
Healing of the nation.
Healing of the
Yes.
nation.
And so there's some certain herbs that are readily available
Okay.
that will restore back the body to health.
Oh.
Actually, if you all understand,
talking.
when it comes to natural health, when it comes to even pharmacology, used to be that they used to use the grass,
Right.
the different herbs,
Right,
and make
right.
it into medicine.
Right. That's the
Until-
original medicine.
That was the original medicine, but now it's now synthetically made,
Yeah.
pharmaceutically made. But
And all that.
that's the whole thing. But there's certain things that were true and tried, and once we get back to those things,
Right.
your body
Revive.
Right.
revive. You know what I mean? Okay.
So I'm listening. I'm in awe, by the way, and I want to know because I don't want to be like that man. My kidney function at 15%. In all of your experience now, bring this to young people. What are some things that young people can begin to do? What are some habits that they can start now that we would see over our lifetimes? The
Yeah, 2 or
ramifications
3
of
things we can apply right now.
I can tell you few things right now.
Yeah.
Few things. Stop drinking sodas.
Oh, that hit Manasseh in the chest.
I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. If you want your kidneys,
Yes. How much?
you gotta stop that soda.
Man, said, look at it this way. Look at it this way.
Oh, it tastes so good.
Look at it this way.
You might have me with the gumbe and the root beer.
Look at it this way. Manasseh.
I'm listening.
This
I'm
bottle of
listening.
water might be, I don't know,
I'm listening.
$3. Hypothetical. I don't know.
$1.
It's $1.
$1.
Okay.
Okay. Right.
And how much are soda?
Might be
$1.
$1.
Okay. So, all right. So, let me give you an idea. Different to us over here. In America, this bottle might be for $2 for water and maybe 50 cents to $1 for a soda. So, it's
Okay.
easier to buy
Get
soda.
Soda than the water.
Than
Wow.
water.
Right.
Wow.
Wow.
that
Okay.
is-
Yeah.
And which one takes more to actually make?
The
The
soda.
soda.
Right.
And that's something.
So, it takes more to make the soda.
That's true. More ingredients, more
Yeah.
everything.
for
Everything.
everything.
Yeah.
Than to
Yeah.
make water, but this is more than the soda. If you understand me, so that's a whole other theory
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
a
But
whole- yeah.
but all I'm saying,
I was gonna also add, like, if this is a bottle of soda, and how many ounces is this? This is like 16. So 16.9 is the average bottle, right? And just imagine it was a bottle of soda. You're looking at over half of that is nothing but pure sugar. Pure sugar, right? So when it comes to the breakdown of, habits that can be formed, God gives each one of us a measure of vital force. Right? He created us to be able to be healthy, to continue to stay in health. So I know, like before the show, we were just talking about
Right.
that concept of, like, what are some things that we could do? Like, if you want to keep yourself healthy, the sugar
Okay. That's a big.
It's
because it's
And
in
that's an
everything.
addiction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really is an
a
addiction.
silent addiction.
Yeah.
It's an addiction that is stronger than the strongest barbiturates on the street.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
It is stronger than heroin. It is stronger than
Wow.
cocaine. It is stronger than the main things that you see. And that's the reason why you see so many products in the store. You go to it and it's like crackers. Why does this have white sugar in it?
Mm.
Okay. Chips.
man.
These are salty. They're supposed to be salty. Why does it have sugar in it? Because people understand the concept of how addictive sugar is.
Yeah.
And so taking as much as the sugar as possible out
And
and
putting in good stuff, okay?
Yes.
Diluting the blood by drinking more water and certain things. That's
Okay.
as you could do to
More
be
live food.
more live food. You'll be able to be
Grow a garden.
Mm.
Okay, so let's be functional and
Okay,
easy
that's
and
real.
clean. Okay, I mean
Live
because
food, less sugar.
yeah, we don't want we're on the radio station and this is being broadcasted both far and wide, but you
Yes.
want to
Yes.
be able to we ought to keep it in a square, but we want to keep it to a circle.
Okay, that sounds good.
we want to keep it in a square, say box. We want to keep it in a
Yeah,
box.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
All right, because we're on the Word 88.3 FM.
That's
okay?
right. That's right. Man, hey, this has been so amazing to have you guys sharing with us. And you know, that brings to mind this Bible passage in Jeremiah chapter 33, verse 6. It says, "Behold, I will bring it to health and healing, and I will heal them and reveal to them abundance of prosperity and security." So when we go about it God's way, God's laws and these principles, some simple things. God created water. He didn't spend time in a lab making,
That's
making
it.
soda.
That's it.
Even though it tastes so good, but
That's
God
it.
knows what's best.
Yes.
And his ways will definitely bring us into
Yeah.
holistic living. And so for all of our listeners out there, you can know that you have the tools available so that you can have holistic living. Before we end, we just want to ask you just to tell us how we can find you, how they can get in contact with you while you're here in case they want to know more.
Oh man. Why you gotta put me on the spot like
On the
that?
spot? We
Yeah,
have
yeah.
a number. We have a number that you'd like to share.
Yes, we have a number.
Okay, 818-0598. That's 818-0598. Natural Health Solutions. You could get in touch with the Stewarts,
Yes.
and they can let you know what you can do.
Yeah, so
Amen.
thank you so much for joining us today. To our listeners, thank you also for joining. If you want to continue listening to Young and Trending here on Word SVC 88.3 FM, you can catch us every Tuesday from 6 to 6:30. And we have reruns on Wednesdays and Fridays from 3:30 to 4. We're also on social media at SVC Media Network. That is on Facebook and Instagram. And we're now on YouTube
Amen.
at South Bahamas Conference if you want to watch our show. But once again, thank you to the Stewarts
Yes,
for
yes.
joining us
Fire by
today.
God Ministry.
You've been listening to Young and Trending, where we always aim to be bold, be true, and be heard. I'm Tyler,
And I'm Pastor Nasa.
and we'll catch you guys next time.
Peace.
All right, bye-bye.
Young and Trending was brought to you by the Bahamas Adventist Book and Nutrition Center, located on Tonic Williams Darling Highway.